I want cheesecake. I want you. So said North Star to South Star. That's it, I've had enough. I am tired of losing you. I ask you round, you appear. It's daytime, I can't see or hear you, and I don't feel you near or here. We were never supposed to meet. We are polar opposites anyway. I cried, I howled, I lied. I loved another anyway. But I had only been loved by her this gentle, real way. Though I must have felt, because I feel it now, like grief, but she lives, laughs and soldiers on. She has not intended me harm, just we float on a different clouds and misunderstand each other on text and thesaurus world out loud. I am not codependent this time, I am invading her boundaries. I said I needed 2 weeks to think about this as there is a world pandemic on and a government lockdown. Wow, I said, I am not sure if I pot round. Is that invading boundaries? What is? Anyway, one thing we do have in common is a beautiful moss-covered cottage with log fire in the forest in the middle of nowhere near Raven Hill, goodbye land, near the M40 on the way to Tame. So she said yes. She said when? I said let me think. She said no. I grieve, I cry, I lay in sun and wail. My conspiracy theory about the coronavirus is it is a vendetta against lesbians. So the one time in your whole life you might get some love that you like, there is a 5 GB of spyware sneezing from your decoder, and the vampire bats in heaven wished you well, and the encryptor said, oh hell, as she said, stay at home and be scared of corona, I don't want to be with someone so fearful. So I said, oh, I said to myself, the ex-protester, I will come right now. So I cycled down without a mask and in my slippers, not crying yet and no symptoms, and sod the neighbours, which was on the list of my words. And she didn't answer the door, so I cried and went home and cried and cried and cried and feel like I died. I won't turn the phone on to see no text. This I don't mind, but I used to mind. But seriously, now I don't. What I do mind is selfishly and officially coronavirus ruining what remotest possibility of a best love life I had ever encountered. Cheers. Back to the forest, I'm really depressed now. I thought I was coping with isolation as being a lesbian in 2020 Oxford. This is normal, but I usually have friends, I have community, and I have work. But I was petrified at the new job at the hospital that the virus would kill my flatmates. Then I realised they all do my head in, so asked for my job back, but they haven't got back to me, and I have never been so relieved not to hear back. Truthfully, I am relieved, lying toe rag. One thing is I don't understand, but I think that is my Asperger's meltdown. She knows, and I don't know where I am with my feelings, with intimacy, with relationship rules, with whether we have in common anything more than attraction. Now I guess I must have feelings, otherwise I wouldn't feel beaten up by my emotions, and I'm not manipulating myself into unnecessary self-pity or eating chocolate that makes my suicidal allergy symptoms appear, and I'm not turning to alcohol, and I didn't turn to her, and I can't wait to see you. F the government, F the neighbours, F with coronavirus, and so what about anything she says is out of bounds, because we are stars from different sizes, the cosm universe, built to satire each other and look at each other's brightness from afar. But like magnets repelling, this isn't testing boundaries, it's breaking my branches, it's my cellular decay, and the bark is painfully stripping me away. My legs can't stand anyway with no exercise, but I can't let you or let me put myself through this again no more. Yes, we both have said that before, but I think I mean it this time. What time? Okay, more. There won't be a reply, but I have no black hole in me that cares to look anyway. It's like every artillery I had fighting my reaction to the virus updates. My coping mechanisms have been took away, but you still got to my garrison without a key and without the code, and the landlady said no guest, but you riveted in and broke me whole. I know you didn't mean to, and I let you in. I know you didn't mean to. Damage must be because we keep these doodles patterning us in. I only hope you are not feeling this meltdown. I can't cave you in. Let's go fancy where I'm safe and you are in control. The cottage fire was burning, the rug we weave still there. It has lasted a few dogs' lives and not threadbare. We used to lay by the fire, but we are old and can't get out the chair. But it's nice to remember the dogs, the cats, the pigs settling down after a long day of fun in the orchard and nothing on telly because we don't want a telly. We still like painting, and you are still really weirdly overexcited by little things like the ladybird, the ants, not so much the fleas, the pollen, the fairies, all the usual things that seem ordinary to me, but you delight in this, and that doesn't annoy me. Let's step away from reality, triviality, and world wars. Let's sentimentality in. Oh no, that's painful too. Let's walk holding hands in the sunshine. You don't care who sees. Let's walk by the beach. You're driving now. That's good. You chose to. I didn't impose my will on you. That's would make you happy, who knows what will. Let's just spend a second where we stand on top of a hill. Right now we are unself-conscious. The wind stirs us gently still. We are able to see clearly all around the view. There are a few trees supporting our journey. There is no one around for a change but the hill. We can stand in our strength no matter what remains of us in future times. We cannot find any cheesecake on the shelves but time standing still. We sit on the hill grass and look towards each other open and free, trying to focus on two, not three. That's why when she is here I am her only. But the timing is shod, I don't love her only. Or I do, and I was seeing someone else, but not that long ago I was lonely. Nothing happened, but she had blonde hair, and I sought to marry her, my if only. Timing, 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 hey, haystack, cellular, protasla. Timing, 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 hey, haystack, cellular, protoplasms and motorways, technology, love, chemistry and dynamite and bravery and me, and you, a woman, my woman, only you, only woman, only my woman, loving me only, yes, I want you, yes, but the mind manipulations, I can't understand jokes, or I have this headache, two Asperger's on the verge of shoot me in the head would be kinder, I say. Forest, fantasy, forage, yes, mushrooms, isotopic mushrooms, and forget visual display, oak, mildew, spiderwebs and free, logs, trollops, truffles, nature breath. Natural tree canopy, safety grass, haystacks, fires, sometimes friends, green, greenery, growing runner beans, growing old, growing up, growing flowers, growing lavender, growing individually, growing apart, growing together, growing in time with the earth, grateful for gravity, another unsung hero. You dream and I died of dreams. So the splinter that goes against my grain is what you repel, the part of me that cannot be brought back to life, the part of me that doesn't really know how to get out of bed, but only be grateful I have a bed, though it's not my bed. Be grateful the brain is making words, and it seems cathartic exercise from the destiny of living death, which you rightly said you want to avoid. So I do suggest back to the internet dating instead. I do want to share with you one strange thing. Looks like we both wrote a story about the same thing, a forest, a cottage, well, mine a pub. Mine had a witch's curse, I think. Curious, though, and I am not new age, but the other day I walked in the forest upshot over and I saw a cottage with the chimney on fire. Well, the chimney smoking, so there was a fire. And I thought I had dreamt about this place, but I didn't go knock on the door. We are just not that impolite, innit? Keep the feet yearning, keep the years young, and die when you feel your time is right and the revelry is done. Pubs closed, well, that's it. That did it for me, my life undone. Then you said, come round, your timing great. Only lockdown, isolation, and worldwide pandemic. Nowhere is what time, hun. Okay, see you at one. Don't panic, isolate. If she didn't open the door, not because we're isolating, she had it up to here. I'm not quite sure what of, I don't get it at all, my dear. What do you call a crack in the light? Wood, IKEA. What do you call a fir tree fluff? What do you call a axe or chop? What do you call me if I knock at your door and want to catch that kiss I left that day, wanting one just more? I've kissed no other, I have missed you, each feather on the floor I saw. I don't know what hit me when you came into my life, but I had never felt that before. I had never seen such a beauty and the hair footballing around your beautiful face. I know sometimes women do look more beautiful in the arms of love in the heat of romance. I have seen that before. But you think you do love me and